Hey guys, this is Jabroni, and welcome to part 2 of the Yeti Pekka Smash video. I want to show you 3 more replays here and talk about how I made the decisions that I made for the entry and then also for the funneling. This base was unique because the town hall was exposed out here, and since there were no structures in front of it, I chose, because I learned this from the past, that the Barb King can single-handedly take out the town hall. Now, the one thing you have to worry about is that the Giga Inferno that pops out of the town hall does create a significant amount of damage. And with the other defenses here that could be in range, I was a little worried that that might be just a little bit too much for the Barb King. So what I did is I used an ice golem on this cannon and then a wizard to shoot down the cannon. And then the Barb King placed on this town hall. And my goal was the ice golem will pop, and then that will freeze the defenses in the area, including the town hall. And that way the Barb King can survive and take out that town hall. So once that town hall is gone, hopefully the Barb King and its barbs can also take down this gold storage. If not, I was going to have the Siege Barracks, have the Pekka and Wizards come out and take that down. Then all I had to do was create a funnel over on this side, and then I could bring the Quad-Quakes here to open up this compartment, which then allows me to get my kill squad to the Eagle. Because as I said before, after you get that town hall, you want to get the Eagle down very early for this attack to be successful. So what I noticed is that this building right here, the lab, was right in front of this gold storage with 0 or 1 spaces in between, and the gold storage was only 1 space away from this archer tower. And so this little gap could be a problem, could make my kill squad start to stray away. But if my E-Drag, the chain ability, being only 1 space away between the gold storage and the archer tower, the E-Drag is able to take that out. And then after it takes out those buildings with the chain ability, it then took out these gold mines over here, which was great for creating the right side of my funnel so my kill squad could push up here through the middle and get to the Eagle. All right, so like I said, Ice Golem was put down. Wizard takes out the cannon. There was a tornado spell, which I should have realized that made sense to put it there. But the Barb King, as I said before, takes down the town hall with no problem, and the gold storage, and this little Tesla pops up. The funny thing about this attack, yeah, that's kind of a Quad-Quake fail. I was supposed to get that wall, or one of these walls, to open up. So at this point, I'm honestly worried. I'm like, shoot, is my kill squad going to walk around to the left? Fortunately, a Pekka opens that wall. I think it was a Pekka. And then the Yetis start coming around as well. One thing I did not plan on, again, stupid planning. I need a plan where this Royal Champion is that's defending. The Royal Champion targets my Yetis, and so the Yetis start going in that direction. At least I think that's why the Yetis went that way. So that was a little unfortunate, but there was enough Pekkas and the Queen and the Royal, not the Royal Champion, but the Grand Warden to get over to the Eagle. I used the jump spell here. Now, why here and not over here to this Inferno? The reason was the scatter shots are over here on the left. And you got to get those scatter shots down pretty early. They are a big deal. You need to plan for them. So that's why I put the jump spell over here so my kill squad could get those 2 scatter shots. So therefore, I need to have a plan for the Inferno over here. What's my plan? Well, this seemed like a great place for my Royal Champion to come. Now, why not the Hogs? Well, because remember, my E-Drag made the funnel over here on the right side, so I don't need my Siege Barracks to be on the right. I don't. So I put my Siege Barracks here on the left. That way the Hogs can path over here and take down some of these defenses. So the Royal Champion was the right choice for the right side to get this archer tower, the cannon, and then hopefully the multi-targeted Inferno. I do have her ability, so that can definitely help. Only bad thing was there were some skeletons that popped up, so that did kind of make the Royal Champion get a little hung up here. But as you saw, her ability is amazing. It took out some defenses here, and then her spear gets the job, takes down that Inferno. since the kill squad was tanking for a lot of those defenses, those hog riders, I did put a heal spell over here, but those hog riders were tanked for quite a while. Nothing was shooting them after it got passed through that heal spell. So the hog riders, and this is when your attacks works really well. A bunch of hog riders survived, took out the defenses up here in this corner compartment. The rest was just clean up, wizards, and boom, there you go. 3 stars. It worked. Next up, I'm going back in time here. Let's go to round 4 of CWL. I hit, I believe, base 6. Yep. And you would think base 6 with a whole bunch of Town Hall 13 should be pretty high level. And initially I thought this was, because it has max Infernos, it has a max Eagle, but this one did not have scatter shots. So after I was done and I realized looking back at the replay that there were no scatter shots, I'm like, oh, I'm not as cool as I thought I was. 3-starring this base. So anyway, how did I play on this base? Well, here's the Eagle, here's the Town Hall. Quad-Quakes, if I put them in the middle, it'll totally open up like 4 or 5 compartments of the space. That was the right choice for the Quad-Quakes. So then how do I get my kill squad to the Town Hall? I could bring it to the left. I could bring it to the right. I decided to bring it to the right because with the Eagle being here kind of to the northeast of this Town Hall, you want to get that Eagle down early. So that's why I chose to bring my kill squad over here from a little bit to the right of the Town Hall instead of from the left on the Town Hall. So how do I get through here? I actually need to bring my jump spell and use it early. Normally I like to use the jump spell on the back end to get my kill squad to like an Inferno. But the way this base was designed, and since I was going to open up this compartment and get to all 3 Infernos opened up from the Quad-Quakes, then the jump spell was the best choice over here. So then what do I choose for funneling? Up here, there were 3 buildings that were all within one space of each other. So I start thinking, E-Drag might work. Well, where's the air defense? Well, it's not going to cover that much. In fact, my E-Drag can stay out of this radius. Now, you kind of learn this from experience. And possibly, hopefully, shoot down this archer tower. And with that in mind, I can actually do a queen walk. Queen walks are great, as long as your queen doesn't walk around and go the wrong way. But with my E-Drag over here, I was able to get that archer tower down, and therefore I'm safe putting my queen here on this corner. She will not walk up to the right because that archer tower is gone. So she's going to walk left, and that's what I want. As an insurance policy a little bit, I put my Siege Barrack here a little bit to the left, so that way it can kind of finish the left side of the funnel since the Barb King is going that over there to the left. Wizards come out. Unfortunately, they weren't tanked as well as I thought they would be from the Pekka, but they do eventually take out this cannon, which gets the job done for the left side of the funnel. Kill squad comes in, you rage, you use the Warden's ability to keep them alive. Where do I bring my world champion? This was kind of debatable. I decided to bring her to the left. In hindsight, maybe I should have brought her to the right because I did put my Siege Barracks to the left. Therefore, the Hogs are more likely to go to the left. So maybe I didn't actually put my royal champion at the best place. You'll see she takes out the defenses on the left, which is great. But maybe I should have put her up on the right to take down the bomb tower. Hindsight is 2020. So my Hogs go up the gut. Normally you use the hill spell to keep the Hogs alive to the defenses that they have to. But since they're going to the exact same places that my kill squad's already going to, I was like, well, this is kind of reactionary. Might as well use the heal spell and get, 2-for-1 special here. Get the kill squad healed up and the Hogs at the same time. That worked out great. So from here, you can see I have like 4 or 5 Hogs that are being tanked by the kill squad. So that worked out great, keeping my Hogs alive. I tried to use 2 balloons to snipe off this cannon. Didn't work that well. The archer tower, I think, locked onto it, the wizard tower, and the defending Grand Warden. So that didn't work quite as well as I liked. But needless to say, this base was destroyed really well by this plan. I had a whole bunch of Pekkas still alive. I guess all my Yetis are alive too. Again, it helps when there's no scatter shots, guys. So if there were scatter shots, I probably wouldn't have had as many troops alive at the end. But once again, You can use the Quad-Quakes to open up the middle, get your troops funneled to that town hall and eagle early. This attack can work really, really well on those kind of bases. Last attack I want to show you from round 1, because rounds 2 and 3 I think I used Hogs. Once again, I hit base 6. This one did have scatter shots. So let's talk about the planning. This is kind of a weird wall setup here. I do not want to use the Quad-Quakes here. I want to use the Quad-Quakes to get from the town hall to the eagle. Now you could debate, well, couldn't you use a jump spell there? Maybe, but Quad-Quakes last longer. And I realize, you know what, if I put the Quad-Quakes, let me pause here. I'm not going to be able to talk about my funneling. If I put the Quad-Quakes right around here between this Royal Champion and this Air Sweeper, then I can get out this wall right here and also this one, and then look at that big space that I will open up with the Quad-Quake. So I decided I wanted my kill squad to come then through this little channel of buildings and come in through here to get the eagle and the town hall early. So that means I need to take out these corner buildings for the funnel and also these buildings. Since there were a whole bunch of buildings that were one space apart, once again, I used the E-Drag. Please don't think the E-Drag is always a great choice. I did use it 3 times in CWL, but that's only because I was able to get high value for them. My only worry was that the E-Drag was going to go a little bit to the north. There was an archer tower here. I wanted to make sure it was taken down. So, and an air defense, which fortunately the E-Drag could stay out of that range and take down the archer tower. But I was a little worried about the buildings here. What if the E-Drag doesn't get them? So I put a baby drag as well. I know that's a lot of troop space to create that side of the funnel, but it ended up working out really well. The E-Drag ends up pathing south after it takes those buildings and gets way high value. When you have storages like this that take a while for the E-Drag to get through, but it can chain through them, then that wizard tower is going to be a goner, which was great. I put the Barb King up here to take out these 4 buildings and then come to the archer tower and then hopefully path to the right. As an insurance policy, I put the Siege Barracks here, so that way the Pekka will take out these other buildings to help just kind of solidify that part of the funnel. I was a little worried that maybe the Queen would start going here to the left. So part of my plan was to put the Royal Champion to come from the left side of the kill squad, adjacent to the kill squad, but over on the left, to take out this cannon and this wizard tower, just to make sure that, you know, my kill squad doesn't go too far to the left and kind of stays to the center. I did not anticipate that my Barb King was going to punch through this wall and take out these defenses. I thought my Hogs would end up doing that job and I'd use my heal spell here. But since the king took out those defenses, my Hogs come up through the middle where my kill squad is. So I did not plan this. My Grand Warden's ability saves like 5 of the Hogs or something like that, which was kind of cool. So I was able to save the heal spell for a little bit later than I thought I would. You'll see I use it right here for the Hogs. I use a jump spell. In hindsight, maybe my jump spell should have been like right here on top of this Grand Warden. Again, I didn't know the Hogs were going to not get stuck up here. So sometimes you plan where your jump goes and then something happens and maybe your jump should be somewhere else. So it is what it is. The good news was, once again, this attack worked really, really well. Troops stayed alive. I just had to kind of work on cleanup here. Since the mortar was targeting my Royal Champion, I was able to put a wizard, yeah, there it is, to help with that cleanup. But I couldn't put wizards up here because I saw this Tesla. And the archer tower was still up. So I kind of had to wait. I couldn't put wizards up there, so I just had to hope that my troops would eventually get around to that part of the base, and they did. And so once again, another 3-star attack using the Pekka Yeti Smash. Guys, I hope you enjoyed these 3 videos, or these 3 attacks. Hopefully my explanations are also helpful. We'll see you next time.